21 Superboy Music Channel.
Alrighty then, g'day guys, and welcome. My name is Michael, and I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Rise of the Ruby Phoenix. Well, I mean, it's really just called the Ruby Phoenix, because we are actually playing a Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign, which is themed and based after the two module adventures, the Fist of the Ruby Phoenix and the Rise of the Ruby Phoenix, which we will eventually lead into, but, you know, after we do a bit of backstory building and the like. Joining me today, of course, are my lovely and wonderful Patreons who help support the channel and keep my lights on. They are incredible. We love having them here. And, you know, yeah, we get to go on a little adventure together, which I'm very excited about. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing?
Good morning, or good evening, I guess.
Morning.
Good.
Oh yes, or good super morning, or good evening, or whatever weird and wacky, wonderful time of day it happens to be. Now, as you would probably notice, we have a new player here joining us. And even though this is, of course, a new player, I would like to say that I'm very proud to say that this new player is not new to the channel at all. Allow me to introduce you to none other than the infamous and delightful Captain Malik, or as he will be playing today, the indomitable character of Taisho. Good morning, Malik. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing all right. Just about keeping awake, but yeah, doing grand.
Fantastic. Are you excited for today?
I am indeed.
Oh, excellent, excellent. I love to hear that. Love to hear that. All right. We'll get to meeting everyone's characters for the recap, but then we'll meet Taisho on the go, I think. So we'll hang on to that for the time being. But to introduce to you the rest of our wonderful cast, let us start with none other than the delightful Rick, or as he is known on the chat, Wandering Fool, who plays the role of Liu. G'day, Rick. How you doing?
Hey, Michael. Yeah, not doing too badly, thanks.
Excellent, excellent. Tell us about your character this morning.
Well, I play Liu. He is a Tengu monk, a martial artist from a distant village who came to town seeking fame and fortune and the glory of his own particular martial art style at a tournament some 10 years ago or so, only to be completely humiliated. And so since then, he's taken up drinking pretty hard and stumbled into the drunkenness, if you put it that way.
Oh, you can absolutely put it that way. All right, fantastic. I love it. Also, just real quick, I would love to give a couple of big shout-outs while I have the opportunity. First, of course, a massive thank you to Rycon for hosting our stream this morning. G'day, Rycon. Hope you're doing well. A very special shout-out and thank you to Calindria for cheering 100 bits at the start of the stream. And to Falcon Wolf, who has not only subscribed for his 4th month, which, thank you for doing that. And of course, he is granted a reroll, which I will allow you to decide which player receives that reroll, Falcon, for today's session. So, just let us know in chat.
For the fresh meat.
For the fresh meat. So that is for Taisho. Taisho, you have a free reroll that will only last for today, so use it wisely. All right.
I shall endeavour to.
Next up, of course, we have the wonderful Kaito, played by our dear friend Sean. Good morning. How are we doing?
I'm doing good. And good morning.
Awesome. Tell us about Kaito.
Well, he is a young kitsune at the age of 13. Grew up basically living on the streets. And he finally found a homestead, but the caveat is he needed a job instead of scraping up what he could. And his job description is kind of working for the gangs, like a mafia almost.
You were working for specifically the Oni Daimyo.
Oh yes, yeah. So he might have possibly bit off a little more than he could chew, and because he did such a wonderful job at recruiting fighters, he has to fight in their stead because a lot of them don't make it very far. So, oops, he's now has to fight.
All right, very well. And last but certainly not least, playing the role of Yoshi is our delightful and ever memorable Neil, aka Immersion Diversion. Good morning, Neil. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm awesome. Tell us about Yoshi.
Yoshi, also known as Tamaki. He is a elf investigator, currently in training to be a magistrate from his father. Currently not going well. He is very bad at it, but luckily I can then say, yes, he's in training to get better at it in the future. So yeah, I am a bad investigator. Party already knows my real identity, so we'll see how far that goes. So yay.
All right, fantastic. Okay, now we're going to jump straight into today's session. And of course, for those of you who were not here, let us begin with a brief recap. Now, when last we left our adventurers, they were in the city of Goka amidst a wonderful celebration leading into a massive tournament that happens once every 10 years, known as the Ruby Phoenix Tournament. This tournament sees that warriors and martial artists from all around Galarian gather together in order to prove that they are the strongest, the mightiest, and the most superior of fighters in all of Galarian. But, of course, the Ruby Phoenix tournament is quite difficult to get into, needing, of course, sponsorship from a master of some kind, as well as to pass through a number of preliminary battles and the like. And, some people aren't necessarily up to those challenges. So during the festival, there are a number of smaller events that are used to work up the crowd, build up tourism, and, of course, earn a few extra coin for those who know where to look. This, of course, brings us to the mean streets of Goka, where Kaito, our kitsune sorcerer, has been recruiting a number of martial artists from the city in order to participate in an underground fighting ring held together by the Oni Daimyo and their men. Now, the Oni Daimyo is a powerful Oni Magi that runs a syndicate that pretty much control a lot of the criminal element in Goka. In addition, Kaito has, due to a massive brawl instigated by, I forgot what your character's name was, Tamaki.
Tamaki.
Yep. Due to a street brawl instigated by Tamaki with a large barbarian known as Crag the Conqueror, a small group of warriors proved themselves, and Kaito used the opportunity to quickly snatch them up for the underground arena. That, of course, being Liu, our drunken Tengu warrior, our sumo wrestler, who is currently not here today. That would be our lovely Nick, playing the role of our dwarven sumo Hatsune. Thank you. And, of course, several other people were invited by Kaito. Upon arriving in the arena, however, the contact, the broker, as it were, a Oni by the name of Bolo, had informed Kaito that he had performed less than admirably with many of the fighters that Kaito had suggested, failing within the first few rounds. So Kaito has been instructed to participate in the next few bouts, and has very reluctantly decided to join them in the blood-stained arena. And it is here that our heroes fought their first challenge, a ghoulish necromancer and his headless undead skeletal monster thing built of teeth. After a roaring battle, our heroes emerged victorious. But this is only but the first of many challenges. Now, the horn rings. And war drums begin to sound. At this point, a small goblin appears, walking into the cage with you. He is kind of stout, has like this kind of beard that kind of hangs very loosely on his jaw. You can kind of tell it's more like it's like a fake beard that he's kind of like grabbed off someone and wrapped around his face. And as he steps out, he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, our warriors have defeated the dead man." And you hear this from the crowd. "But in this upset, will our warriors be able to defeat our greatest champion?" Well, to find out, they need to pass 2 more challenges. But we cannot allow them to battle on their own. So we are giving them a handicap. Ooh, you know, hear whispering and just... Presenting Lieutenant of the Oni Daimyo's men, the infamous, the indomitable Taisho. The cage opens, and you hear some like hissing and some booing, as well as some cheering and some like, you know, "Yah!" As stepping forth. Edward, can you describe your character, please?
Of course. You see stepping forth this hulking humanoid-like thing, I suppose. He's not. He is quite tall. He has quite a lot of the aspects of an orc about him, but there's not an orc. When you look at him, you don't see an orc. You see something very much akin to Bolo, and you also see his skin has that. His skin is very similar to Bolo, but it has a slight greenish tint to him, it's almost as though Taisho has taken on some of the aspects of an orc, even though he is not an orc.
All right. So standing before you, this proud and mighty warrior approaches. All right, what is your reaction?
Did they say we need a handicap?
Because we're just that good.
But a handicap means that we need help.
Oh. I thought that we were oh, never mind.
Is Michael, is the goblin still on the field?
Yeah, he's still on the field. His name is Chuck.
Okay, no, that's fine. I will draw my falchion. Simply walk up to him and poke him in the back with it. So, I think it's time you leave the field and let me take care of this.
Ah, he sort of smiles. This kind of his teeth. Some of his teeth are missing as he says, Well, our fighters are eager to commence. So, let us begin. And he waddles away.
Wait, we're fighting him?
What?
No, he leaves. He leaves. He walks out of the.
No, Taisho.
Oh yeah, I thought we were fighting Taisho. I'm like, wait, what?
You can fight Taisho if you want.
Like, the fight begins and he leaves him there. It's like, what? Yeah, we're fine.
I'm not gonna fight a lieutenant.
I step forward. Greetings. I'm known as Yoshi.
I don't care what your name is. I simply need to kill you to achieve my own goals.
What?
Oh.
Wait, you are killing us? I thought you were.
Oh, yeah.
No. No. Do you have a weapon with you?
No, not on me.
My weapon.
Well, this should
comes
be
from
this should be
Mini-Me.
quick. I'm going to simply ignore them. Turn to the crowd, look at them, and go. Is this the best you've got? Really?
Hey, we will fight and win against any opponent. We're the best fighters in this place. I will have you know.
He turns back and gives you this very toothy grin, and that's where you notice that his teeth are quite sharp and quite long.
Well, so are mine.
Come down. Let us dance.
Kaito, stop baiting the Oni.
Kaito, go. You got him. You say you
We
got him.
need to play it up for the audience, obviously. I mean...
All right. No sooner than you say that, you hear the sounds of stone suddenly shifting and moving. From just underneath, where you can see the northern and the southern walls of this tiny arena, suddenly the walls themselves seem to part, and a creature emerges from this tiny alcove within. Then to the south, a second of these creatures. Oh, actually, no, just one's fine. Let's go with one. One of these creatures. It's very small. It is about the size of a Rottweiler that seems to have appeared.
Cute.
All right. And let me just very quickly share my map with my players, share my map with my audience. All right. Nope. There we go. Ah, done. All right. Oh, we got a plot twist. Okay, well, let me show you the
no.
image of what you guys are fighting.
No.
All right.
Oh, yeah, it's adorable.
All right. Something that looks akin to a furless dog with warts covering its entire body. Its skin is sickly green, and teeth large and tusked stares directly at you.
It looks like Taisho.
A little bit. I mean, not overly, but a little bit like Taisho. A little bit. All right, this large and imposingly terrifying creature snarls and salivates and bites in your general direction. As the sound of a whistle can be heard, a very high-pitched one. The creature starts batting at its ears in pain before lunging out and attacking. We're going to go into initiative, but just before we do so, I would like to, first of all, welcome Ira Janasi to the chat, as well as a microbiologist, which is, of course, our dear friend Lazy, and Oracle, who we can see lurking there. Hi, guys. Hi. And also a Jamar. I saw you coming in earlier. Hi, everyone. All right, here we go. So, for Rykon, your plot twist for today, you have a choice of the Black Mark. Ooh, that's a good one. And this is an interesting one. Hidden Secret. So the Black Mark or Hidden Secret. Those are your two choices for today's plot twist. Make your decision, and we will throw them in there. In the meantime, however, let us...
Treasure Island all over.
All right. Our initiative starts with Yoshi, aka Tamaki.
All right. Seeing this giant cat-looking thing pop out, it's closer to me, but I take a look.
Dog, but
Oh, dog. Okay, yeah. I kind of look towards Taisho, and seeing as it's kind of he's also there, I need to show him that I can also be kind of imposing. So as one action, I'm going to drink my oops, it's in my inventory. I'm going to drink my Drake Heart Mutagen as I down it.
All right, as you put the bottle to your lips and begin to drink your Drake Heart Mutagen, what does it do, Neil?
So the Drake Heart Mutagen says my skin grows tough scales like a drake, and my eyesight becomes sharp, and my pupils slitted.
All right.
My limbs grow wiry and quick.
Sweet.
So I basically end up looking like a humanoid wyvern drake.
Coolios. All right, that's your first action. What's your next one?
It also gives me a +4.
Look, I didn't ask for the stats, mate. I asked
Okay.
what you do next.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm actually going to charge at it
All right.
as I take out my
oh,
my scarf and I attack.
probably not going to use that spell then.
All right. As you charge forward, you hear Kaito kind of mumble a "wait" as you rush out and use your scarf and try to whip this creature.
Okay, so I didn't use my my thing, so I couldn't devise. Okay, so yeah, just the first attack on it then. That is a 19 to hit.
All right, that'll hit as your blades sink into the hound. You deal
7 damage.
7 points of damage. As it sort of runs the blades at the end of your scarf through its flesh, the hound winces. You see these massive scratches deeply cutting its face, and that's when the wounds completely heal. And it looks to you and growls. All right. It then
That's all.
opens its jaw and tries to bite at you. Uh-oh.
So I have a 21 AC rate. Oh, that's not gonna matter.
It
Oh,
won't.
wait,
It will make it. It
yeah.
will matter because it will not be a critical hit.
Okay, cool.
I don't know how to make it not a critical hit, so I'm just gonna roll this in here.
Oh. I might make a shield item before next time in my inventory, and then if there's a way I can raise shield.
All
So I
right.
see there's a button in combat.
That is 16 points of damage.
Ooh. Ouch. That actually.
That downs you, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh. Hang on.
Huh.
Yeah, okay. If you want to, Rykon has offered to. If I roll it again, I can remove the crit. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Yes, thank you. You know what? I will do that. Let me do that real quick. So if I roll that on you again. Oh no, that's not.
Was it crits again?
No, that's fine. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. All right, and now I will roll an attack on you, because that was max damage.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, 12 damage. There we go. I mean, it's not much better, but you know,
Yeah.
you're not straight away down. All right.
Still standing.
Now, as it bites onto your leg, I need you to make me a athletics check.
Oh. Okay. 11.
You are knocked prone as it drags you to the ground. Now I need you to make me a fortitude save.
Okay. Oh wait, I think my thing actually gives me a plus to that.
Does it give you a +8?
No, it does not. Okay. You're good then.
All right.
Well, it gives me a minus to will and perception, so or will and reflex. So yeah.
Okay, you are now the proud owner of Bloodfire disease. I'm gonna add this. Please add this to your character sheet. So you should be able to just drag and drop that into your notes. Or drag and drop it into your hotbar. There you go. All right. As you're grabbed, currently there is no effect to it, but yeah, he grabs your leg and he starts to shake it. Next up, Liu.
Oh crap!
All right, our drunken Tengu. What do you wish to do?
Liu looks between Taisho and the Hound and Tamaki on the ground, shakes his head, and launches himself into a running charge, but it's a weird sort of staggering off-kilter rhythm. And he's going to launch in with a flurry of kicks.
All right, as you kind of
to get
stagger and
tackles.
stumble forward, a series of these kicks fly out and strike at the Hound. Yep, Neil is definitely Sean Bean, by the way. 100%. Alright, your first kick, the heel, does not mat. And, the second one also fails to find purchase. Now, as that second kick comes in, the dogs... So the first kick actually does connect, but the hide of it is just so thick and so dense that you don't feel it penetrate. And you raise your heel to try and dig that second foot even deeper. When you... Oh, no. As you raise your foot, you kind of lose yourself a little bit. And as you swing down, the dog moves. And as it does so, it pulls its new victim forward ever so slightly. And you give him just a taste of your blow as you will deal as you hit an ally adjacent to you or the target. Which is unfortunately Neil. That's minimum damage.
Oh, that's still gonna put me under.
That is so, Neil. Just this
It's as low as I can roll.
just this crow foot just suddenly wham hits you across the face and knocks you clean out.
Maybe we should like hold back on the drinking a little bit.
Oh my god! All right, Taisho, you see this circus happen. All right, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Taisha will simply sigh. So I suppose I should probably help them out. Maybe this is supposed to be the battle. And he's going to well walk up and try and start wailing on this thing.
Yeah. All right. You make your way up with your curved blade drawn. You swing for your first attack.
Good God.
Oh, a critical hit. Now, keeping in mind, you can drop your dice onto the actual token. But now what I need you to do is drag your damage onto the token, but hold down left shift as you do so that it does your critical hit damage.
Okay, shall do.
All right. Here we go. 14 points of damage as you cut deep into this creature's flesh. A message from Rykon. Remember, players, fighting defensively is a viability. You may lose some to hit, however, you will gain AC from it. It's not a bad idea. As in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, a critical hit is only necessary if you get 10 above what the AC actually is, so you don't need a natural 20 to crit. Alright, pick a number between 1 to 5, Taicho.
3.
1, 2, 3. All right. Also, real quick, hello, Connie Sideshow. Welcome in, buddy. How you doing? I hope that you're doing well, dude. I'm so excited. I mean, I'm getting. By the way, if you don't know who Connie Sideshow is, go check out Connie Sideshow. Connie Sideshow is a wonderful, awesome, and amazing human being. I love his channel. I love the people there. I love Sylvie. They're all amazing. Go check out. He's got a great set of programs up there right now. And I am fortunate enough to be able to hang out and play with him a bunch of times coming up next month. So look forward for those. So welcome in, guys. Come in, sit down, get comfy. Our group is currently in a underground death arena in the middle of the Asian styled Tianxia in the Pathfinder world. We have Liu, our drunken monk Tengu, played by Rick. We have Kaito, our kitsune sorcerer, played by Sean. We have Taisho, our newest member, and a Oni barbarian, played by our lovely Captain Malik. And of course we have Yoshi, aka Tamaki, who is a investigator elf, played by our delightful immersion diversion, aka Neil. Now, currently... Sorry, this is very loud music. I'm trying to talk over it. Currently our group is in the middle of their second round of battles, and they are fighting this creature. A large, ugly, kind of like hairless dog, I guess. That's kind of a whole thing. And they've currently realized that this dog has regeneration. That is because this indomitable creature... I should stop saying the word indomitable. I need a better word. But this big creature, this big nasty creature, is actually a Trollhound. So will our heroes be able to deal with it? Well, right now, Yoshi, as his secret name is, has been knocked out by Liu, who's landed a unfortunate kick to his face. And Taisho has just landed a critical hit. As the blade of your Falchion slices into its body, you sever a tendon, giving it clumsy. Yeah, you give it clumsy 1. So there we go.
Nice.
Bam.
With the downstroke, he's going to follow. He's going to follow through on that and try and come round and try and hit the top of the hound.
All right, so with your lower strike, you've landed that critical hit, cutting through the tendon in its forward muscle. You swing that arc back up and try to hit it across the jaw. Roll your to hit. A second critical hit.
Nice.
You know, I love how, like, you know, Yoshi and Liu, like our players who have been here for a few, they're like, you know, yeah, okay, we got this. And then the new guy shows up with 2 nat 20s in the first opening round.
Well, and also after having some really big words too.
Yeah, right. Like, you know, just. But keeping in mind, now you've got those
showing it up.
Massive shoes to fill. Now this is it. All right.
That's it. That's it now. That's it now. I'm not going to be able to do anything more than that. That's it. I'm done.
All right.
He's just gonna walk away and be like, I'm done.
Okay. Roll your damage.
It's not.
And if you can, give us a number between 1 to 5 for your critical hit.
In a minute. Let's do that again. There we go. Oh my god.
Hey.
19 points of damage. Man, nice.
Let's do 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. As this critical hit manages to strike upwards, once again you land a devastating blow along a similar muscle to the tendon that you'd struck. You now grant this individual a muscle wound that is deep and gives it enfeeble 2.
It's clumsy and enfeebled.
Yep. All right. That is severe. That's pretty bad, man. All right. So you've moved up and you've slashed at this creature twice, which then brings us to Kaito.
All right. Well, I'm not going to move. I'm staying far back. But I'll first cast guidance on Liu, which yeah, basically all it does is just add a +1 to any attack roll that he makes until the start of my next turn. But you know, any little bit can help. I don't know. Can I actually do it like this? Does this actually work? Did I actually do anything? I don't know. Let's see. I tried to click and drag it to see if it actually did anything, but I don't think it did. But yeah. So basically, yeah, for Liu's next turn, he'll have +1 to all of his attacks.
All right, very well.
Then, since that was only 1 action, I'm going to use my 2 more actions to cast Acid Splash.
All right. As you begin to, how do you actually cast magic? Do you use hand gestures? Do you use like rune symbols?
Yeah, it's hand gestures and like spoken word.
All right. So as you, so for those of you who know, there's a type of spiritualist known as the Onmyoji who use prayer beads and sort of incantations along with hand symbols. You begin to form the various hand symbols and say your magic words as the acid splash that appears comes out of what looks to be this circular designed with multiple squares kind of placed inside of it. Several characters of TNEs illuminate, spelling out like basically the elements to the acid as it then shoots this spray in its direction.
Is it acid or water?
It's acid, but it's a liquid,
okay.
so it still counts.
Okay, I thought it was like part of your thing too. So
Is this not working?
Maybe, I don't know.
Try to click and drag it.
All right, let's try this. So going into your character sheet, going down to actions. Okay, so with acid splash, click the little magnifying glass.
Oh, I think I'm there. Okay.
Then drag R spell across and onto the troll.
Okay. There we go.
oh,
Oh!
Of course, it's me.
All right. As you... wow. Also, 8, Dr. Awkward 8. Hello. Greetings. I'm just going to take a moment real quick. It's just...
punch to the face. And acid to
this
the-
is a live show, and we love having you here. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope it's a nat 20. All right, there you go. Okay. That was just special for you, for Dr. Awkward, just to make things super awkward. All right. So, I need a number between 1 and 5 for Kaito's critical fumble.
Let's do a 1 in honor of the nat 1 that was rolled.
All right. Doomed. Target is slowed 1 and doomed. So you are slowed for 1 round and you are doomed.
I don't know what that means.
All right. Well,
Doomed?
I can tell you in just a moment. As let me
Sounds
just put these up.
terrifying.
So slowed 1 to Kaito
Yeah.
and
Grab.
doomed 1 to Kaito. Okay. So, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I also have here with me a wonderful series of condition cards because I also forget all the condition cards from Pathfinder. But look, it's a pretty box and there's a goblin. Meow. Okay. So doomed
actually, I wrote
is
for Pathfinder 1. Yeah.
no, that's 2. It's Pathfinder 2.
Oh,
I've got Pathfinder 1 ones, and I completely forgot
All
that
right.
they existed.
The dying value at which you die is reduced by your doom value. The maximum dying value is reduced to 0. You die instantly. So basically, normally you would have a maximum dying value of 4, meaning that if you drop down and you continue to bleed out, you will gain 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're dead. Right?
Okay.
However,
Yeah.
if you go down, it'll only need 1, 2, 3, and then you're dead.
Okay.
Make sense?
Oof. Yes. That's scary.
I'm gonna play our plot twist, Black Mark,
Oh no.
and I am gonna give you a second doomed. So you are now on doomed 2 for this particular one. But that's not even the end of it. That's not the end of it. Now, because you've missed, I need you to roll me a d8 as your acid fires outwards.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's just
Don't
all
you
hit-
dare.
hit Tamaki.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It lands right between Tamaki and
Oh,
Chenbu. Both of you take 1 point of damage.
what does that happen for being unconscious?
It means that your dying effect increases by 1, meaning that you are now
Dying one.
dying 1.
Sorry.
All right. As acid sprays and splashes. Also, guys, thank you so much. Ira Janasi for the 1,000 bits. You are a wonderful human being. Thank you for your support, as always. It is very much appreciated and loved. All right. Now, as the acid sprays, however, it does also hit the Hound. And the Hound actually seems to really hate that and looks directly at Kaito. It drops Yoshi from its vicious, heavy-set jaws and snarls deeply. At this point, 5, 10, 15, 20... Hatsune steps forward, seeing that the Trollhound is trying to get towards Kaito. She, as a dwarven sumo, she places both her hands and wham! Slams them into her thighs as she lifts one leg up and slams it down, then slaps the other leg and lifts it and slams it down. She will take a defensive stance, which will increase her AC. And she will use her other 2 actions to ready an action to try and basically just slap the crap out of this thing if it approaches. All right. Ire Janasi with a $10 donation. Thank you so much. Now, Ire, with a $10 donation, you can either give 2 people a hero point, or you can choose Wheel or Woe, which slides the adventure in either against or towards the player's favor. Leave it in chat. Let me know what you would like. Oh, that was Kalindria. Sorry, my apologies. Kalindria donated the bit, donated for that one. So Kalindria, my apologies. Could you make a yes? Could you let me know the hero points or the Wheel or Woe? Sorry, see, editor's notifications came in like almost identical, so that's why I blame Eddie. Blame Eddie. It was Eddie. Eddie tricked me. Eddie lied to me.
Eddie.
Yep. Sorry, Callie. You know I love you. Love you, Callie. Also, where do you want the what do you want? What do you want to happen?
Don't hurt us for his mistakes.
Wheel? Okay. You're gonna give Wheel to poor dying Yoshi. All right. So all right. Let's make this happen. Let's make this happen. All right. So Tamaki. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Now. Tamaki, you find yourself on the banks of a river beneath a large sakura blossom. There is a large zen garden filled with this very fine, silted sand. And as you are walking, your hands passing through the tall grass, you can see a old man in long golden, almost pearlescent gold robes. You can see he has this long white beard that stretches down almost to the ground, and his hair is placed in a large, kind of ornamental, a hat, basically. This is your honorable father. He turns to you and says, "My son." He raises his hands to gesture for you to come close.
I do.
As you do so, he slaps you in the face. BAM! He waits for you to kneel.
I kneel on the ground.
Good.
Yeah.
You, as he places his hands on on your shoulders, have your mother's spirit, but you have the brains of a paddy farmer. I hoped that one day you would be able to succeed where I had failed. Do you truly desire to take the name of our proud clan?
Without a doubt, Father, I truly do.
He looks you in the eye. You can see there's kind of almost like a milkiness to them. You know that in his old age, he's become kind of nearsighted.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if you truly wish to be a part of this clan, you must hold the clan. Not here, he says, smacking you in the head again.
Yes, Father.
But here. And he places his hand on your stomach, which confuses you because you could have sworn he was going to say your heart, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
He places it on your stomach. Do you know the story of our family crest?
Has he told it to me before, or
Well,
have I heard it from anyone in my family?
Well, what is your family crest? Let's start with that. This is an opportunity for you to develop your background. So I haven't decided this, ladies and gentlemen. This is all for Neil.
Family crest. See that Tamaki means the gem of the sea.
You are not.
I think.
Other way
What?
around, mate. You are named
it's
after
the-
the clan, not the clan named after you.
Okay, sorry. No, my
I am
name is
Tamaki
Kai.
of the Tamaki clan. Our symbol is a giant Tamaki.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Pick something. It could be an animal, could be a plant, could be a sunrise, could be a something evocative.
evocative.
Suggestions in chat. So far we have kumquat.
A kumquat.
Nothing wrong with kumquat. I love kumquat.
What about a? So I was thinking like animals
Crane.
or like
Crane
living
and fly.
things. Crane.
We got sakura blossom, a river otter, a lotus pod.
River otter's cool.
Oh, like okay. Well, lily pads.
Lily pads? Sure. Yeah, a lily.
A lily, yeah.
Okay. As
part of Calendra's thing, though. It's like
Sorry.
they're cute, but they'll eat your face off.
that's very true. Otters are mad dogs. All right. So as he places his hands on your stomach, you kind of get this sense of serenity, a stillness that exists, covering the water that seems to flow from the tree that you are standing underneath down through this river and underneath the bridge that your father was standing on. As it does so, you see a multitude of these lilies suddenly flowing down the stream. And as this happens, inside your person, you feel that same calm and serenity. You are no longer dying. You are wounded,
Yeah.
and you have been restored to 1 hit point, thanks to the wheel granted to you by Calindria.
Thank you, Calindria.
All right. Wounded. Bam. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. It is now your turn. What would you like to do?
My turn.
Yep.
The thing's still next to me.
Yeah, but it's not paying any attention to you whatsoever.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to kind of roll away like a back somersault, just to kind of get away from it.
Okay, you roll backwards, and I'll allow you to stand up at the same time as well. Like, just kind of kip up by rolling backwards.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'm going to focus my senses and try to devise a stratagem against it so I can also know of any weaknesses it might have. So I'm going to roll my d20 for the int, or for the just regular, for devise a stratagem. That is a 17. Okay. So then I want to, with that devise a stratagem roll, try and make a knowledge check on this, on the Trollhound.
Okay.
Nice.
That would be a nature check.
Nature? Okay. I'm not actually bad at that. I am with that roll, though. 9.
You have never seen this kind of creature before, ever.
Okay, yeah. And then I'm going to just take out one of my where is it? Oh, not that one. My elixirs of life, and I'm going to down it myself so I can heal from it.
All right. You pop another potion and you drink it and heal how much?
So 1d6 plus 1.
All right.
It's 5 HP.
Okay, you
Oh, yeah,
heal.
and your worm skin, like, does that go away when you?
That went away when I went unconscious,
Okay,
yeah.
I kind of figured that that's how that would work.
Yes,
All right.
so-
Now, the Trollhound. The creature, as I mentioned, moves forward, rushing to try and bite Kaito. As it steps to here, Hatsune's attack goes off. And she attempts to just slap the crap out of this thing.
Thank you, Hatsune.
All right. Wham! Just this huge slap from Hatsune as as basically just this big palm whops this hound who has no idea where that came from. Rick, I'm gonna give you the actually, you know what? Who hasn't had a crit yet? Neil, you could have this one. I'll give this to you. Neil.
Aw, yeah.
All right,
Sweet.
Neil.
Okay.
1 to 5.
Let's do a 4.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is bludgeoning. I see stars. Okay. So, you as Hatsune smashes this poor Trollhound, it is now dazzled. As it is, literally, it is seeing stars.
Slap it in
And
the
what
head
does
so
Dazzle
hard.
do? Dazzled. Here we go. Everything is concealed, meaning that they must succeed a DC 5 flat check to target anything. All right. So its first action is it tried to charge and was unable to. Its second action is it is going to try and move again, and Hatsune is once again going to wham slap it on the top as part of an attack of opportunity. Liu and Taisho, you also get attack. Oh wait, no, there's no attacks of opportunity in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Only if you're a fighter and you have the actual class ability. Never mind. Hatsune does not slap this thing, but it will move and it will make one attack on our poor Kaito. All right, here we go.
Great.
It's mischance DC 5. It made its mischance. Okay, yeah, so that was that. And it did hit? Yes, it hit. Okay, good. I'm glad I had to figure that out. All right. 7 points of damage, and I need a fortitude save from you. As
Oh,
it
crap.
wraps up and grabs onto your leg and...
Oh, that's
I'm still barely standing. Use a fortitude save.
Mhm.
while that's happening. I look at Taisho looks at Liu,
Yep.
and says and points with his sword towards Katsune and says, "There is a fighter."
Cool. You need a constitution
Wow.
save?
Sorry, what
Instead
was
of
that?
fort save.
Fort save, yeah.
Where do I find that?
Main
It's on the
page,
main page.
right hand side down the bottom.
You will talk.
Oh, right
turn
there.
back.
Yep,
You,
there you go.
you're not wrong. You should have seen what she did to the ghoul.
Interesting.
There we go.
I would be happy to hear that tale.
All right, you are fine, and you fend off the disease.
Whew.
All right.
That thing nearly tore my leg off.
Now, Liu, as you talk to Taisho, you have kind of a moment away from the Trollhound and can see our little goblin announcer just on the other side of the gate here. He seems to not be paying attention, but more importantly, Taisho, you know the following to be true. we peel away from this scene for just a moment. And as we do, we find ourselves in an office. Taicho. The boss wants to see you. I hope you are prepared for what is to come.
Daimyo wants to see me?
He nods.
Yes, I am prepared.
As Bolo, the Oni fight master, as it were, leads you through and into a large chamber, you can see that there's flames that seem to burn on either side of this long pillar, leading up to what looks to be a brazier in the kind of like on a pedestal. From the brazier, you see a face appear, a red mask with two tusks and eyes that seem to glow brightly. You see no body per se, but from the flame, this mask addresses you.
I immediately go down to one knee. Daimyo, what is thy bidding? I do not try to make contact with her. I do not try to make eye contact.
There is... Sorry, this should be a female voice, but, I'm doing my best. There is something I wish of you, Taicho. Something that only you can do. Enemies abound, and attack the syndicate from within.
Had she finished?
Yeah.
I shall rip their heads off. No one shall attack the syndicate.
Yes. Traitors, dig deep. There is something I wish for you, Taicho. Will you do this for your daimyo?
Yes. Anything for the daimyo.
Now, we return back to the battle. Just as you were told, the goblin is standing, poised. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to break out of the fighting arena and escape the city.
Okay.
All right. Now, Liu, it is your turn, as I previously mentioned in the initiative. Yeah, you can see, because you're looking over in that direction now, because that's where the Trollhound is. You can see the goblin is kind of there. He's kind of smooth talking this like lady goblin who's like serving drinks and stuff like that. Yeah, I know, pretty cool, huh? Yeah, no, it's all my beard, baby. Mm-hmm. You want to go on a mustache ride? No, sorry, he doesn't say that. That's all. That's absolutely awful. Never mind. Carry on. And that's when I get the follow. Oh man. Okay. Fair. Hi. Welcome. Welcome in the Dicecaster.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. Look, everyone. This is a soft M channel. We know this. All right.
You will sort of wander through the arena, coming not coincidentally opposite Hatsune.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's the equivalent of flat-footed.
Yes, it is, which will give you a plus.
He will then attempt to again.
All right, I'm going to give you a +2 bonus to your attack because I can't be bothered giving him a -2 to his AC. It's way easier for you to have the +2. Also, another warm thank you. Oh, I saw that. That was like on a 4, and then just sort of 14. Well done. All right, so that will hit as your stumbling strike manages to collide with the side of this Trollhound. Io Janasi, thank you so much for the $10 donation. What would you like? Would you like a pair of hero points for our lovely Patreons, or would you like a wheel? Okay, very well. For this wheel, I will say that Liu, your second attack can be a critical hit. If you slow down...
Oh, I just rolled damage on my 2 attacks.
Is this... yeah, so you...
At the moment.
Yeah, so you've moved, you've attacked twice, and then you're going to flurry to make that third one?
Sorry, I missed that second bit.
So, you've moved, you've attacked, and then you've flurried?
Well, the flurry was the second action, so I'm not taking a third attack. I'll just miss with that. So I got.
Well, I was going to say, because you just got a wheel. If you want, you can crit with that last one.
I will happily reroll the.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can.
Okay. Yep.
So you auto crit.
All right. And pick a number between 1 to 5. As when you go to strike at this one, you kind of do what's called so. There are many different stances for the drunken monk. There are the Chinese cups. There is the gourd, and then there is the flute player. You shift from your basically your heavy falling style into a very quick, rapid succession of 2 attacks with the Chinese cups. And as you roll your attacks forward, one of your blows managed to break one of the one of the fangs just off the side of the troll. And what's the number you want, Liu?
Take a 2, please.
1, 2. All right. Yeah, alright. Shattered Hand. Until healed, the target is clumsy 2 and enfeebled 2, and may not use one of its limbs. So yeah, you basically crack it in the jaw, and as it does so, it has completely disoriented it. I feel like this thing is like just not going to get anywhere. So
it has so many status effects on it now. It's like,
2.
I feel kind of bad.
1, 2. All right, so now it has enfeebled 1, 2, 3, 4, and clumsy 3, and dazzle.
Bloody hell!
Yeah, this thing's getting its teeth knocked in. Jesus. All right. Yep. All right, which brings us then neatly to Taisho.
From where I've been around this this arena before. Do I know how, or would Taisho know how secure the bars are?
The bars are very secured. Without the key, there is almost no certainty to you opening it without a massive strength check.
Right.
Even for you.
I. And would I know who holds said key, and also where said lock for key is?
Well, the lock is on the side of the pillar. The key is what looks to be a rectangular stone kind of object, like kind of something you insert into an opening, and it is currently around the waist of the goblin. You can see just on the other side of that gate.
I just put it out there.
Okay.
This is the perfect opportunity for a Spartacus jump. You got a perfect line up across the back of the Trollhound there, Goblin.
Where is the goblin? Is he inside or is he outside the
Outside the cage.
Outside the cage. Okay, it's fine. And I know Taisho knows the formula of how these things work. When if said combatants are victorious, he enters the ring.
Yes, to announce the next battler or the next contestant.
Okay, that's cool. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you. In that case, the Sparta jump just sound amazing, but he's not going to do it to the goblin. He's just going to do it to the Trollhound.
All right.
So he's going to move up beside what's her name, Hatsune. Because he thinks he sees a fellow kindred,
all right,
or a fellow fighter person.
Okay. You charge forward, and as you do, you leap into the air. You spin in a couple of rounds the falcon until you've got a reversed grip, and then you try to dig it down into the body of this troll. Roll your attack as you approach it, with a +2 bonus from it being flat-footed.
Okay. How do I add the +2 bonus?
Down on your bottom left, there is a small square that says modifier.
Got you. Gotcha. Gotcha.
All right, that is a hit. As you sink the blade into its flesh.
Damage.
All right. It still hangs on, barking violently and angrily. You have one more action if you'd like to take it.
I shall indeed. He's going to yell, "Oh!" and a particular curse word you probably never. Do I still get the +2?
Yes, you still get the +2.
A particular curse word emanates from his mouth, which you can probably guess what it meant, but you probably don't want to know. Just die, you stupid thing.
Ooh, that is unfortunately a miss. The second attack, because it's like thrashing around, it manages to kind of balk your attack, pushing you away and living to fight another day. Now, real quick, I just wanted to check this. So it is currently clumsy, which means it has a -3 penalty on its AC, reflex save, dex-based attacks, and dex-based skills. And it is also enfeebled, which is... There's so much stuff on it. And it is also enfeebled, which gives it... Is that it? Nope. Dazzled, prone... Nope. Sorry, my apologies. I should know what these are, but I don't. Alright, enfeebled is... Frightened, drained, flat-footed, fascinated, enfeebled. Here we go. The exact same thing for strength. So it's currently got a -3 for its dex and -4 for its strength-based stuff. So you've actually got a really good advantage on this thing. Alright, Kaito, it is your turn. You are on the floor. It has got you by the leg. It is shaking left and right.
Well, is it completely surrounded, or is there a square too where it can maybe be pushed to?
You will not be able to push it anywhere.
It wouldn't be? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna try to mash an acid splash into its face while it's holding me down.
All right. Again, no attack of opportunity, but you use two of your actions to once again chant your spell, like maybe a little bit faster than you were before.
Just frantically.
And once again, you spray acid directly at it.
You takes a quick step back.
Oof. Unfortunately, once again, that misses. Spraying.
My luck.
All right, it sprays outwards. Now I need a D8 from you, please.
Yeah. All right.
Liu wasn't fast enough to get out of the way.
All right, 1, 2. So this is gonna hit where Taisho is. So Liu, you are actually fine. However, both Hatsune, Taisho, this is the first damage you've now received. and Tamaki, you guys all take acid 1 point of acid damage.
Ooh,
We got to work on your targeting, Kaito.
All right, you have one.
Stressed.
You have one more action.
I'm not good at it, but I can try stabbing it.
You may do so. I also forgot to give you prone, so I'm going to give you that real quick. Have prone. There you go. Enjoy that. All right.
Now I just have to find where that is, because I didn't really think about using a knife. But if I miss this and stab someone in the eye, I'm just like
Yeah, I mean, maybe you might.
I'm just gonna sit out. Where did it go?
Do you have a dagger?
I do. I have a guitar, but I forgot where I put it.
No, it's there. I can see it there. It's right at the top.
Oh yeah. I'm just blind.
Yeah. Pivot, our sniper from the last game, would be able to tell you how important it is to have at least a knife available at all times.
Okay.
That was damage, not the hit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't just roll damage. There you go.
Yeah.
Go for your attack. As you pull out your guitar and you try to use your punching knife to stab at him.
How do I do the attack part of it?
You drag the 5 and then drop it on the troll.
Yep. Okay. Cool. There we go. Hey, it's not horrible.
But that is still a miss.
Yes, but it's not a horrible miss, at least.
No, that's very true. All right. Hatsune, at this point, will basically just take both arms and just slam into the side of the dog here. And will critically miss.
Oh no. Are we gonna have a Liu Yoshi moment?
I don't know. Well, Taisha, given that you haven't chosen a fumble, you can pick the fumble for this one.
Let's do a 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Okay, so as she's gone in, the large hound uses its tail to whip her across the eye. She is dazzled.
Oh, it's only fair. She dazzled it, so.
That's very true. That's very true. All right. All right, she's going to try again with a second attack.
Is there a reason why she's on multi-attack 2 for this first one?
What do you mean? Oh, no, there shouldn't be. I don't know why that's multi-attack 2. No, shouldn't be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I've been drawing them directly from the thing, so it should be fine. What does she get for the plus? Oh no, you're right. It was a +2. That's weird. So that should have been +7. So 5 more is 9. 9. What's the AC? Yeah, no, that still would have fumbled. That's fine. All right, so this one will miss. And with a third attack, just because, why not?
Because it'll probably be another critical miss effect.
Yes! Which it will.
That's what
It could have also been a critical hit. Alright. Kaito, you can pick this number.
Let's do 3.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Okay. This one is Broken Weapon. I'm going to say that that's going to translate roughly to damage that she will take as she hits and, like, basically... Oh, come on now. Blood... She basically hits it too hard and her knuckles have started to bleed. And that is all. She takes 1 point of damage.
How does broken weapon work with fists? Like, oh god, broke her hand.
Alright. Tamaki.
All right, once again, taking a look at this, the Trollhound, I'm going to devise a stratagem, so I get to roll my d20.
Okay.
On roll high, though.
Well, don't
Looks
you
like I'm not attacking this time.
that strategy.
Yeah.
That's a bad idea.
That is a very bad idea.
Alright, so your strategy currently is that you should headbutt this creature.
But I get to decide if I
in the
want to
mouth.
act on it.
Ira Janasi has generously donated a reroll, I presume, to Yoshi.
Oh,
So you get to
can I
reroll
reroll
that.
that?
You can
Oh,
reroll that.
sweet.
You can reroll that.
Yeah. I'll
Unless
reroll
Ira
that.
Janasi turns around and says, no, you can't have it.
Yeah. Okay, 17 is way better. All right. So taking a look at this, I'm going to pull the scarf off. I'm going to kind of whip it around as I'm going to essentially try and guillotine it right over the neck from where I'm standing.
All right. Very nice.
So just kind of
Don't miss and cut me in half.
So that would be, while everyone else is doing their turn, I added my weapon for the bladed scarf for int. So it's 7 plus 17. That'd be 24 to hit.
Ooh, nice. That'll hit.
Awesome. So because it's the devise a stratagem, I get to add and I guess it's precision damage. So I added another damage on that. So I think it'll add both. Yeah. So now I don't have to roll separate. Now I can just roll like this. I do 7 points of precision damage. Or slashing damage, I guess.
All right. Very nice. All right. You slash, and as you do so, the creature falls dead. Deceased on the ground.
Just cut its head off.
As you do so, you realize that the creature has stopped regenerating. This is actually, in no small part, due to Kaito's acid damage that has prevented its fast healing abilities. But as this happens, you watch as the goblin who's picking its nose, sort of again pulls out that small whistle that you heard before, and with that whistle, you hear the stone doors opening once again. This time, there are 3 of these hounds. And you hear as the goblin goes, as the doors open and these hounds sort of come out, they say, "Oh, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. The button was stuck. Yep, we fixed it. Now they have to finish these guys off as well." As you recognize very quickly, Taisho, you recognize that this is a kill order. They're not holding back. This is if you fight these guys, likely you will die. All right, Taisho, you had your hand up.
Yeah. How far behind the bars is he?
Like the goblin? Pff, barely. Like he's right there.
Okay. Are we still in initiative?
No, I'd say we're out of initiative.
Okay. Taisho is going to go. Is going to say, "You have found the traitors!" And he's basically going to essentially rage. But what you see, what you seem to sense, is that his tusks start to elongate a little bit, and he gets this almost demonic look over his face, and his skin goes a very slight shade of red, and he seems to emanate this or give off this sort of very strong heat aura around him. And he's going to charge and try and stab this goblin through the bars.
All right. As you charge at him, he goes. When you call him a traitor, he's like, "You what?" He does not see this coming. As you charge through, make your attack against the goblin.
Please hit.
These, from his experience in the pits, this is knows the situation pretty well as well. But rather than as
for God's sake,
comes forward to stab.
Don't forget, Taisho, you have been gifted a reroll from Rykon earlier on today as well, I believe.
Which I'm going to use.
Oh no, Falcon Wolf. My apologies. I should really get my rewards put up with who's there. Falcon Wolf, who of course is a wonderful friend of the channel, has given you a reroll.
Thank you, Falcon. Come on, don't fail me now.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
All right, with a 21, you stab through the bars. Roll your damage, and don't forget to roll on the goblin.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. All right, yeah, he just
Whoa.
thwack as you exceedingly stab him in the chest. He clings onto his wound, barely conscious, and I presume you just rip the key off his belt. All right.
Absolutely.
Okay. Currently, Kaito, you stand next to the hole in the wall where the actual insert is for the key.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. Just a little point of order. I don't do two. I don't do additional 2. I do an additional 3 due to my type of. Well, I should be doing an additional 3 due to my type of orc.
It has 6 hit points. You're fine.
Yeah.
You're
Sorry.
fine.
But yeah, I quickly yell to Taisho, I'm like, quick, toss that over here.
Or is it something else?
As I kind of limp and lean against the wall a little bit on my good leg.
Taisho?
Oh, sorry. Fine. And just chucks it your way.
All
and
right.
It's, Taisho's going to turn around and start staring down these trollhounds.
All right. What do the rest of you do?
Liu was thinking much the same as Taisho and was sort of moving half a step behind lower to grab the key. He was just going to grab the goblin and try and yank him into the bars, knock him out rather than stab him, but this works.
Yeah, yep.
Right. I'm going to run over to Kaito.
Yep.
And I'm going to hand him my last potion for the healing potion. Elixir of life, yeah.
All
I
right.
appreciate that. Yeah.
All right. So
And
you
I'm
hand
looking-
over the potion. Kaito, do you open the door or do you drink the
Yeah,
potion?
I open the door and then I quickly.
Oh, you don't want to run through? Okay, fine. You just open the door and you. I'm joking. I'm teasing.
Well, I can drink while running.
Drink while running. Drink while running. It's like that scene from Viva La Dirt League. It's like, no, don't you realize you can't drive a car and drink Red Bull at the same time? It's physically impossible. No, okay. So, very well. You push the dead goblin aside, and as the door opens, you all rush to the other side. Now, here's the question: do you close the door behind you? Because you guys could just
No.
keep running.
I think leaving them open. Yeah, I certainly am not thinking about it at least.
All right. Well, you've got the key, so you make the
I'm
decision.
going to try, but I don't. He's got the key, yeah. So it's...
Yeah,
All right.
I'm just running.
So as you continue to run, we are going to we don't need the map for this, so let us go back here. All right.
Alright.
And let us go here. Okay. Now. Now, as you leave, all of a sudden, the Trollhounds leap from the captive chambers and start to growl and bark and yell. People start to scream as the Trollhounds immediately rush into the audience. Several of the guards try to hold them back, but are quickly devoured. These are just kind of the human and elf guards, not so much the Oni. The Oni are actually very powerful. One of the Trollhounds is like grabbed by the lower jaw, and that jaw is ripped clean off, barehanded, by one of the guards there. Now, Taisho, you know this place like the back of your hand, as does Kaito. So both of you will have a +4 to this check if you would like to make it. Now, to successfully escape the underground, you will need to make a series of checks in order to get back to the surface. Otherwise, you will engage in combat with the Oni. You need to make 5 successes before you fail 3 times. So, starting with a survival check from any one player of the group. You may make a survival check to try and navigate through the multitude of corridors.
That would not be me. I'm not wise.
Everyone will eventually need to make one of these checks. Because you can't make the same check twice until everyone's gone.
Do you say
Can
it's
we
a
ask each
+2
other-
for me?
+4 for Taisho and Kaito.
I have a +4 on its own, so
I have a +5 now total.
I think you might be the
Not
best
bad.
candidate then for the first test.
All right. Let's go for
Look,
a 5
ultimately,
then.
you guys can always roll a 1, and you guys can always roll a 20.
Yeah.
Right. I'll have a go with the survival then.
Very well. All right. Roll your survival.
How do I do that? Ah, god damn it. Sorry, still getting used to rolling the skills. That's how I do it.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's 20.
All right. With a 20 on your check, you manage to move quickly. Passing through several corridors and trying to avoid some of the guards, you quickly hold everyone back as past one of the doors near where one of the barracks are, several guards suddenly just rush straight through and past you to try and disrupt the guards from the inside of what you can see to be the central the area. As you continue to move along, however, you need to move quietly as the area in front of you currently is filled with people who are scrambling to get out. So for this, I need either a deception check, an intimidation check, or a stealth check to get through. So you've made one success.
Deception to me.
What's your deception?
I have a +7 base and with a
Okay.
+4.
Yeah, okay.
I'm good at lying.
Very
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's technically a 28 with the extra +4.
Nice.
All right, very nice. With your deception check, you have made yet another success. You kind of turn around and say, "Oh, quick, there's a secret exit back here!" And you watch as the crowd starts to thin, and you use the opportunity to kind of sneak past and through a majority of the crowd. Now, as you get through the next area, you could see that Bolo is kind of holding back the people trying to leave, basically checking them before he allows them to exit. Some of the people are obviously really angered by this, and now what you want to do here is what's called Rabble Rousing. To do that, I need an intimidation check, a deception check, or a diplomacy check.
I'm happy to try a deception check.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's trying to get us all killed. Push him aside.
All right, very nice. As you say that, the crowd kind of goes, "Yeah, he is trying to keep us back. Oh, he's trying to get us all killed. He just doesn't want the reputation of the Oni to go down. Well, to hell with that!" And they start to like rush him, and Bolo's like very quickly overwhelmed by the number of people who have just charged in through the area. You kind of, as you make your way to sneak out, go past what looks to be the final checkpoint and out into the streets. However, one of the dogs has tracked you down. It lunges, and you see people parting ways as it makes its way in your direction. In order to navigate this, you must either make a stealth check, a deception check, or a nature check.
I could. I will
This is
attempt to
back-
stealth check then.
Well, this could be back to anybody though, right?
I haven't done one yet either.
No.
Oh, you haven't
It
done
has
one
to
yet?
be.
Okay.
It has to be Yoshi.
Yeah, so
I
I'll
forgot
do
to
a
get
stealth
one.
then. You said stealth was one?
No, I did not. Did I?
Oh, I heard stealth.
Hang on. So yes, no, sorry, stealth. Yes, stealth is one. So
Okay.
it was
Deception, something.
nature,
Wait,
deception, or stealth. Yeah, that's it. Because you're trying to avoid the fighting the hound.
Yeah. I got an 11.
11? Ooh,
Yeah.
that unfortunately is not enough. That is one failure. Now, the Trollhound does sniff you out and start chasing you, and you need to quickly try and get away. The fastest way is to probably try and climb to get to higher ground. So you very quickly begin to scramble and climb up several boxes onto one of the other higher ridges. Also, really quickly, Avarian CA! Hello! Greetings! Welcome, Raiders! Come on in, come on in! Please grab yourself a bevy, sit down and enjoy. We are currently playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. This is my homebrew adventure, the Ruby Phoenix. I'm going to give you guys a quick recap, because we've got like 15 minutes left, but do stick around because I've got a very special raid for us to go at the end of this, which I'm very excited about. But yeah, let me tell you what's happened. So, long story short, our group of heroes, these wonderful people here, have been part of an underground fight club run by the Oni, basically. Taisho, who is himself an Oni, had learnt that there was some traitors among the underground network of Oni, and they had orchestrated Taisho's death, sicking multiple very powerful creatures upon our group, threatening to rip them limb from limb. However, they managed to stage a daring escape and are currently on their way through the streets, trying as hard as they can to get ahead of everything. Also, BW Rabbit Girl, I see you. Hi. I know her. Okay. Sorry, I'm such a dork. Anyway.
Michael.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Benlo, Jice, nice to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. So good to see you. So many people. So many people. It's awesome. All right. Now, hot on your heels, you guys can see, and let's actually show the image for all of our new raiders here, so you guys can actually appreciate the whatever the hell this is. All right, there we go.
This is an interesting one because it's got a split opinion between that's horrifying and that's adorable. So
yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. So this is the Hound that is currently chasing our group. So as you have managed to make it out onto the streets, you are currently at 2 failures to lose the challenge, or 2 successes to make the challenge. As you rush and make your way up onto the second platform, keeping in mind there are multiple tiers to the buildings in this area. You are now currently on slated roof tiles. I need an athletics or an acrobatics check for you to maintain your balance while atop the roof here. The dog is kind of following you on the street level, barking and every now and then jumping up to try and snap at you, but it not being able to jump quite high enough.
I could try an acrobatics.
Yeah, that's not really my strong suit.
All right, whoever would like to.
I could try an athletics.
What's your athletics?
Be +7, not including the +4.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've got a +6 acrobatics, so
it'd be 11.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Also, I would like to thank BW Rabbit Girl for another subscription. Woo! I can see that you are cracking through your Dead Aussie Gamer graveyard badge, and very soon you will be joining the Hordes of the Undead. So welcome.
Well,
all right.
While we're running on the rooftops, Michael, would I be able to drink one of my last potions to attempt to look for like areas?
Not if you want to outrun these things.
Okay, I can't like drink it while we're running.
You can, but you will fall behind.
All right, never mind then.
Okay.
Or choke.
With an athletics check, Taisho, you are leading the pack as you are running from rooftop to rooftop. All of a sudden you see Kaito. You slip for a moment, but Taisho quickly grabs your arm and kind of pulls you back up and helps straighten you up. Liu, you're kind of like, you look like you're about to fall, but you never kind of quite lose your footing as you continue to run one after the other. Now, if you succeed in the next challenge, you will have successfully gotten away. Now, you hear the sounds further up ahead. Clashing, banging, fireworks. It is the parade in the center of the street. These parades are to celebrate the Ruby Phoenix tournament, a large tournament that is housed to pit the best fighters against each other. This is your underground fight is kind of like one of those like little kind of like little side things, but this is the main event, and the parade is showing off some of the fighters who are going to be competing this year. They are moving through the central area. Now, you can choose. You can either try to circumnavigate around the parade with a survival check. You could try to plow through the parade with an intimidation check, or you could try a deception check to feign your direction and avoid and basically just try to outmaneuver the dog. So that is intimidate, deception, or survival. Any one of you can do it. Again, one
I'm good with
to
doing
succeed,
deception again.
2 to fail. All right, so Kaito's going to go for the deception. All right, let's see it.
And also to help, at least flavor-wise, to help with the deception, I'm gonna change shape, so I'll look like a young elf.
All right. As you rush around the corner, your face begins to shift and shape. Now, sorry, just real quick. For your kitsune, can you shapeshift into anything, or do you have one static form? Because
It's specifically an elf, yeah.
okay, so this is your elf form. Yep. Okay. Cool. Yep. Very well. So you transform into an elf, and you kind of blend into the crowd. As the dog moves out and into the crowd, it doesn't catch where you are, but sees plenty of people. There's a huge shout, and people start to panic and run in different directions. And that is when you see what looks to be a monk of some variety. Wrapped up bandages cover their face, and prison shackles cover their wrists. As they see the troll trying to attack one of the civilians, he steps off the parade float, and as he does so, begins to use his palms to strike at this creature. You watch as what looks to be a pair of marionette hands comes from the back of this creature, from this person, and immediately assault the Trollhound, pinning it to the ground and stopping it from moving and attacking. This is one of the competitors for the main competition. And you watch as it is it's kind of in hand roughly, but you use the opportunity now to slink away before there is too much attention gained. And congratulations, you all manage to escape the underground. And with 10 minutes remaining, I will say that I'm going to give you guys a moment to catch your breath and talk among yourselves. But in addition, I'm also going to level you guys up.
Yeah.
All right. So, you find a small and quiet place. Kaito, you know a guy. There is a small tea shop run by a large. He's kind of like an armadillo, I guess. His name is Yan Li, and Yan Li is a good friend of yours. He kind of is not in the underground scene, as it were. He's more like kind of in the impoverished scene, offering bread crusts and tea to the starving and the homeless. And he has helped you out in so many ways. He's kind of almost like a surrogate father or grandfather.
But yeah, so like we're together as the group, right? Like we actually met up and like
Yeah, you're all traveling together currently.
but yeah, when I go in there, I quickly change forms back because I'm not super comfortable in my alternate form or alternate shape. And it was like, can we stay here and lay low for a bit? We ran into some trouble. Yeah, we might need a place to hide for a while. I told you that I was not ever gonna have to rely on you again, but sadly I will.
Oh, you haven't gotten there yet. I mean, does anyone disagree or not?
Oh.
No, this was
No,
just information. Sorry, it was information you had of a safe place to go.
Okay. So we're in transit there. Okay.
He probably would have asked us if we were okay with going with him to that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you guys
Oh.
okay with going to this place?
I mean, I guess so. Hard for me to lay low. I'm the Black Crow. I kind of stand out. I can't shapeshift like whatever that was. But let's be honest, that was just a dog's breakfast. I put money down on account of the prize money I was supposed to be getting tonight. We're not going to get paid.
Yes. Yes, but you're not the only one.
I'm used to this kind of thing.
So what
You're,
even happened?
you're
back there?
used to your master ripping you off and trying to get you killed?
I'm
Something you
used
could have told us when you handed out the recruitment slips, dude.
I'm used to it
You
in
are
other
the-
facets.
You are the one recruiting all those pathetic fighters.
I mean, I
wonder.
recruited Liu and Hatsune too, and they're good fighters.
Yeah, so you managed to make good choices there. You use
And-
pathetic things. You don't fight properly. What is this? It did nothing.
I'm not built for fighting. I'm not used to fighting. I get away with. I use my words.
I think he's mocking us rather than your magics.
Oh, I'm so.
Oh no, I'm not mocking her. And I point to Hatsune. I'm not mocking her. She is a fighter.
Hatsune
You're-
seems to be paying attention more to the commotions, making sure that it's making its way further from where they are. She does.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, she does turn and will very quietly say, "We should get going."
Well,
Yeah, this is
I
probably
know
a
where
good
I'm
idea.
going.
I think we're
Well,
going
lead
to.
on.
I don't want to bring my trouble home.
Same.
You
All right.
said that I'm bringing mine.
All right.
Oh, lead on. I can't go back to the syndicate now.
You make your way through the multitude of tunnels, eventually coming to an area where you would imagine like old retirees would shop. You can see like there's lots of herbal remedy places. You could see an old man who has like 6 arms, seeming to work at a tea shop that's sort of pulling out herbs and spices and the like. As he sort of looks at you, Kaito. He sort of chortles through this thick, bushy beard and says, "Oh, in trouble again, young one."
Yes, I promised that I wasn't going to, but like, this was unavoidable.
Well, he'll be happy to see you. It's been a while, anyway. This is old man Breckbitter. Breckbitter was he used to be in the war. You're not sure what war, but he talks about it quite frequently. Since retiring, he helps Yan Li with the tea shop, mostly mixing the various herbs that they tend to have and creating very unique teas that they then sell. Also, hi, Polly. Now, as you make your way to the back, a very thin, like barely able to fit Taisho with his big, broad shoulders, like thin, narrow corridor, seems to lead through and into a smaller, like kind of a square courtyard. There, about 4 different buildings have their entrances on this particular area. And as you kind of approach, you can see that high above there are 4. There's kind of like a series of apartments that live above the shops, and you can see that people are yelling and talking and screaming. This is kind of the shanty town that Kaito grew up in, as previously described in a previous episode. Now, as you look for a small hideaway from the battle. You kind of you see the small tea shop that has a few simple chairs out in the courtyard and a small interior to the shop that has several of what look to be like these soft spongy sweets in like kind of like a little like glass dome and a very, very large armadillo person. Now the armadillo person is more round than they are tall. And he barely fits inside of this place. Every time he turns, his tail kind of knocks something around. But everything is very perfectly balanced that nothing actually falls and shatters. As he sort of moves around, he says, Kaito, I see you have brought friends. He sort of bows deeply, and as he does again, you can hear the sounds of like a teapot being lifted by his tail, and several of the shelves sort of shaking as these porcelain, very fine china tea sets are like almost like on the brink of having collapsed. And he
Yes.
welcomes you.
Thank you. I need a place to lay low with them. We had a very bad run-in with the Oni.
Yes, and have you got a place to train? I think you need training.
I I can do that anywhere or anywhere that like is safe.
Good, I will train you.
You're gonna train me, but you don't know anything about magic, do you?
Not magic, fighting. Magic's pathetic. And he spits on the floor.
Oh,
I think
Come
I'd
on.
actually be interested in taking part in that training a bit.
Hey, you look like you need it.
Taisho, I'm supposed to be the lout here, and even I know you don't spit inside a tea shop. That's just rude.
Oh, sorry, I thought we were outside. It
No,
was
no, sorry. It just to be clear, it is outside. It is still kind of gross, but like the whole area is kind of gross, to be honest. But yeah, like you can't actually go into the tea shop. Like I said, it's a small area.
Just got the
Yeah,
image with the pot in the shelves.
Yeah. So a table and some chairs are set directly outside of this small room. Now, as you say this, the old Yan Li turns and says, "Training. Well, it's funny you mention. An old friend of mine has returned, or was supposed to return, should I say. And he's a great teacher in the ways of the martial arts. But he was, as he was supposed to arrive today, he hadn't. And I was growing concerned. I don't suppose you might do me a favor. He has a woman that he tends to visit while in the city. I don't suppose you could bring some tea and maybe see if he has stopped by her apartment."
Well, of
Yeah,
course.
anything. I owe you several favors still. I'm sorry that I.
And
Armadillo person, I don't owe you anything. This man your competitor brought me here.
He
Great teacher, you say?
He hands you a purple glass with a very deep black tea.
To me?
Yeah, to
Taisho?
Taisho. He does it with
take
a
it.
very warm smile. And as you hold it in your hand, it's very strange. Deep in the bowels of the underground, you've only really consumed this kind of stodgy food and drunk like basically alcohol and swill. But there's something weird about the cup that you hold in your hand. It is frail, fragile. Something that you've been told since you were born is weak and pathetic. But there's a warmth that, because the teacup is so fragile, that just passes from the tea that you can see is hot inside through your hand and fills your whole body. Your instincts push you against it. But there's something deeper niggling at you.
Yeah, absolutely. You see, Taisho takes the cup, and there's this. He's confused. He's very, very confused because this thing he's holding is, yeah, he has this look of utter confusion upon his face right now. And he's looks at the armadillo at this person and says, "Thank you." And will, in a sort of very hesitant way, try and take a sip. And he's holding the cup in the way that he's terrified he's going to crush it.
Oh, absolutely. I imagine he does the very disrespectful, like, if you've ever seen anyone like hold a teacup like that just stresses. This stresses people out. Like that's how they, and then they just sort of.
I hate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Right. That's how I imagine Taisho is drinking from this. As you do so, you almost cough from like how strong the tea is. It is filled with a variety of medicinal herbs and the like. And for the sake of anyone who else drinks the tea, because he will leave the pot out and pour everyone a glass, everyone who drinks the tea will recover at twice normal speed during this particular rest cycle. This is going to be your rest and recuperation before we start our next mission. And of course, it will also be where we conclude today's session. So thank you very much, of course, to my wonderful players, and of course to you, the wonderful audience, who were so imperative to how this fight went. There were so many moments where I was certain the group was going to die, but you guys came through with the rerolls, with a whole bunch of absolutely amazing freaking donations. So thank you so much to those people who donated the wheel bonuses. So that landed that massive critical hit from Taisho, as well as allowed the what was the second one? The second one did something cool as well. It was
Got Yoshi back in the fight.
That's right, got Yoshi back in the fight with that cool
yeah,
scene with his dad.
Mhm.
That was awesome. So that was incredible. So thank you so much. Can I make Melee a recurring NPC? Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. I have absolutely no issue with that. Calindria, yeah, no, it was awesome. It was great. Now, before we leave, guys, as always, we are going to do a quick memorable moments. Then we are going to do our special raid. Now, again, I've been keeping this raid under wraps because I'm very excited about it. I definitely want you to know and appreciate exactly what we're going to be doing, but I'll leave that for the very end. So, memorable moments, please. Liu, kick us off if you would.
Memorable for the wrong reasons, but putting it heel kick into Tamaki on the ground.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. But it set the tone really nicely, though. And that's the thing, is defeat is not always bad, because it meant it was very clear as to what you guys were dealing with. So that was kind of cool.
And just as a mechanics thing, the Pathfinder 2nd Edition, the option that you always have of using multiple actions to attack, but with the steadily decreasing bonus. With the crits, the way we play them, and particularly the critical miss card, you usually don't want to be making that third attack, because the odds of getting that just not healthy. But yeah, I guess otherwise it's just a case of, whoa, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And for the record, I just did 3 attacks with Nick because I could. And that was it. But she was fine. I think Nick, I think for someone who wasn't here, did absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Also, Sinister 89, that is so kind. Thank you so much, and I appreciate having you here. In fact, I appreciate you being here so much that I am going to do this because I can. It is dangerous to go alone, so take this with you. All right. Taisho, memorable moment for today, if you would.
My memorable moments, again, possibly for the wrong reasons, is I've forgotten your character's name. Sorry, Kaito. Kaito failing with the acid spray twice in a row. It's just I don't know why I just love the fact that it's just I guess I'm gonna do it. No, I'm not. It's gonna go everywhere.
Yeah, no, that was good. I mean, oh my god, like the double crit, I think with me was the Taisho one, because like, holy crap, that was what a way to start. Like straight out the gate, 2 critical hits on this massive troll dog, was awesome. Was absolutely awesome. Yeah.
You know that's it now for the rest of the campaign.
That's
I'm
it.
never
Yeah,
gonna
just
get
every
another
battle
crit
has to be natural 20s. All right, Kaito, memorable moment for today.
Well, you actually kind of just briefly brought it up that, yeah, for me, it was the introduction of Taisho. It was just so cool. Like, he came in, he was already talking a big game, and he was like, just be like, haha, you guys suck. Watch me do this. And he crits twice right back to back. It's like,
just freaking does it.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, how often do you talk that kind of big game and have it follow through? It's like, it's a whole other thing. So that was amazing. That was absolutely amazing.
Usually, like, whenever I do something like that in any kind of tabletop, it's always blows up in your face immediately. So it's like,
Yeah,
it's kinda
yeah.
cool to see
I was
the opposite.
fully expecting it to happen. I was fully expecting just to whiff everything.
Well, there you
the fact
go.
it
I mean,
followed
look,
through,
maybe we'll go back on the VOD and we'll clip it and we'll see. So there you go. Sinister 89. Yes, there is a way you can indeed catch up. Now, I'll do my outro a little bit later, but I will give you some stuff that you can use to catch up on. Neil, memorable moment, if you would be so kind.
My memorable moment was definitely the conversation between me and my father. It reminded me that even though he's very like strict and like he's very disciplinative towards me, it still shows that he cares. Like, like I don't know if that was actually him talking to me there, or like just like a vision that I saw of him in the past, kind of. But like it just reminds me that he's still my father and he still cares about me, you know. So it's like I don't know, it just made me feel really good when that happened. So yeah. I was like, "Ee." And then I came back, I was like, all right, I need to take care of this better. Like
And I loved
not
it.
run
I-
out the-
No, and
Yeah.
I love the fact that you got back up and got back into the fight as well, because that's also super important. You know, you can't just fall down and then not do anything. So that was really
Yeah.
cool. As for me, I think the most memorable moment, I loved the little tea scene at the very end with Taisho. That for me was very cool. I like, because the thing is I'm actually leaning on a story that I've done with a few players who play really, really strong characters before, and that is the idea of people who think that weakness is not having strength. And I love little moments like having that fragile teacup thing. I've used a couple of times in home games, so it was really cool to actually bring that back and have that be like an appropriate thing. It's like, yeah, you could enjoy like tea, but if you try to enjoy it strongly, it becomes bitter, you know. And that imagery and that sentimentality is just so important. And I love this character. He's like, yeah, he's awesome. So yay! All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. If you don't know who I am, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. And you can find it here a multitude of times as I play tons of different role-playing games, not just Dungeons & Dragons, but Pathfinder 2nd Edition. We do Through the Breach on occasion. We also do, we're also going to try and do Dread and a bunch of other stuff. So do stick around, do find stuff. And now we are going to go and raid someone we haven't raided for a while, but we are waiting this for a very special reason. And that is, we are going to go and raid our friends over at We Are Nerdsmith. Now, we love We Are Nerdsmith. They are among one of the favorite people that we've hung out with. And more importantly, guys, if you've been watching my channel over the last few weeks, I have been bragging, I have been boasting, I have been screaming from the rooftops about Delver's Guide to Beast World, which is, of course, a D&D 5th edition supplement that features a bunch of anthropomorphized animal characters, tons of player options, cool wagons with tons of customization abilities, and teamwork abilities and feats that'll be featured in D&D 5th edition, which I'm very excited about because I love Pathfinder teamwork feats. The author, a lovely man by the name of Cullen, and his 2IC Lexi are currently running a game in Beast Worlds, and we are going to go there right now to go check that out. So stick around, guys, because if you're like me, you're going to love every second of it. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being so wonderful. Until next time, guys, as always, from me to you, game hard or die trying. Bye, everyone!
Bye. Bye.